Okay, so we are starting with the subject, which is data communications and networking. Can you all see my? Yeah, all right. So, data communications and networking. Let's begin. I shared the references and all yesterday with y'all. I hope you all have the games. All right. To begin with, the first thing that we are going to start with is so we will understand what is the meaning of the word data. Then we will understand what is the meaning of the word communicate. Okay. So now when we communicate, what do? We share, we talk, right? We share our information, we share whatever message that we have, we talk, we convey our feelings, our emotions, or the data or information to other people, okay, whom we want to share the information with. We are not going to share the information with everybody and anybody, right? So when we are communicating, we are sharing the information. I request you all to please have a look at my screen, which is the PPT that I'm running. Okay. Now, like I said, that when we communicate, we share information. Okay, this sharing can be local or remote. Now, what do you mean by the word local and remote? Local is when you are talking in person. Okay, when the people are present in front of you, physically present. Remote would be when people are far off. Okay, far away. That is remote communication. So communication can happen in local as well as remote mediums. All right. Now there's something called as telecommunication, which the examples are, telephone, television, telegraph. All these are examples of telecommunication. Tele means the word far. It's a Greek word which has a meaning of far. So far communication. So that means which is communication at a distance. That is telecommunication. Okay. Then what do you now? This is all about data. Sorry, all about communication. Okay. Let me just revise. Communication is when we are sharing the information. All right. This sharing can be local or it can be remote. Local means when you are physically present, if in front of each other, or remote could be far away distance, which is telecommunication, which means that communication at a distance. This is all about communications. Now, when we are talking about data, data refers to any message or any information that has to be presented, okay, to the receiver, which has, I mean, see, both the parties would have. Now I'm talking in English. This is because I understand that each one of y'all understand the language English. Okay, and that's the reason we are communicating with each other in English. So this whatever I'm talking is the information that I'm sharing with y'all. Okay, so what we are doing is we are doing communication. We are doing data communication with the help of technology. Okay, with the help of technology. You are far away from me, and right, and I'm we both are at a distance, but still we are communicating with each other. Just a minute. All right. Right. So but still we are communicating with each other, correct? So data means, see, I'm not blabbering. I cannot talk anything rubbish. Now today's session was scheduled with a purpose that I have to start teaching the subject DCN. So this has been agreed upon between you and me. So that is the reason I'm talking about the subject, which is the data or the information or the message that we are going to talk to each other. That is data. All right. Data communication is also exchange between two devices. All right. In See, when there is an exchange between two devices, this exchange is happening with the help of a wired cable, or it can be a wireless communication also. All right. Now, if two devices have to communicate, it will be a combination of hardware and software. All right. Yeah. Um, then next is the three fundamental characteristics of data communication, which is listed here in the PPT. First is delivery, accuracy, and then timeliness. Now, when I say delivery, that means whatever information or whatever message that has to be communicated, it should be communicated to the right receiver. Okay, that is delivery of the information. All right. Accuracy means correctness. Whatever information has to be passed, that information should be correct. It should be accurate. That is accuracy. Timeliness means if I have to communicate any information to a person, to a receiver right now, then it is supposed to happen right now. All right. Now, suppose, for example, if there is a report, a consolidated report, which has to go to my manager uh, within, right from in just 2 hours of time, because the manager has to make some decisions. Now, if I am giving the report not within 2 hours, but if I'm giving the report after, let's say, 4 hours, then that is not timeliness. What have I done? I have delayed the information. Whenever I have not kept the time factor into consideration, because late information doesn't make any sense. It should reach the receiver at the intended time, at the proper time, right? So this is a very brief introduction of data communications. I hope you all have understood. If there is any doubt, please put that doubt in the chat. Ritika is asking some doubt. Ritika, delivery. Deliver means, see, when you are delivering the information, it has to go to the right user, to the right person. Now, girls, for this portion, I'm referring to Curzon, okay, and the PDF has been given to you. Please have a look at the PDF. Now, after the explanation, you have to go, you have to just scan through or read the notes. I'll tell you the page numbers also. Delivery of information means you have to deliver the information to the right user, to the right receiver. You cannot deliver the information to a person who's not a receiver. Now, suppose there is some secret of yours which you want to share with your best friend, right? Now there is the secret of yours which you want to share with your best friend. So you are going to share with your best friend only, right? You are not going to share with your best friend's mom. Are you going to do that? No. So delivery means you are giving it to the right receiver. Okay. All right. Accuracy, timeliness. I hope it's clear. Accuracy means correct. It should be right. Correct data, incorrect data, mistakes wala information is of no good. Right. Timeliness is you are giving the information well in time. The delayed information is not nice. All right. Now, here we come to components of data communication systems. As you can see in the diagram, there is a party known as sender. There's another party which is known as a receiver. Then there is medium on which your message would be traveling. And then there are something called as protocol. Okay. Now, there are 5 components of data communications which are listed below. Can you see I hope you all can see the PPT slide. The first component is message. Message means whatever data that you have to communicate to the receiver. Whatever information, whatever data that you have to send to the receiver will be called as a message. Okay? Whatever data or information that has to be communicated is known as a message. Then next is the sender. Now, sender is the device which is sending the message. Now, when you have to share a secret to your best friend, you become the sender and the best friend becomes the receiver. I hope it's clear, right? So, sender is the sending device, receiver is the receiving device. Very simple. So, that's receiver. Receiver is the device that receives the message. Then there's something called as transmission medium. Now, transmission medium means it's the path, it's the physical path through which the message travels from the sender to the receiver. Okay, now if it is a wired connection, it will be your wire on which the information is traveling, okay, on which the message is traveling. All right, if it is a wireless communication, still there is a connection. It's a wireless connection, but still there is a link between both the parties. So that becomes the medium. Okay, I hope it is understood. It is well understood. Transmission medium means the path on which the information travels from the sender to the receiver. I want everyone to mute themselves, please. Mute yourselves. Then the last component data communication system is protocol. Now, protocol, the definition of protocol that they have given is set of rules that governs the data communications. Now, suppose protocol, if I give you a very simple example, protocol would be, suppose if I am talking to one of the students, let's say I'm talking to Riddhi, okay? Now, between Riddhi and me, this is an agreement that we both understand English language, and so we are going to talk to each other in English. This is the protocol that we have decided, that whenever we communicate, we are going to communicate in English. So this is the protocol. It is a set of rule. Now assume, for example, Riddhi doesn't, if or maybe I don't understand English at all. I only speak in Hindi. So will I understand what Riddhi is sharing with me, or what Riddhi wants to convey to me? No, because I don't understand English at all. So the protocols don't match, right? So protocols are the set of rules which are decided by both the parties matlab the sender and the receiver, both. They have agreed upon certain rules of communication, and that is, after that only the communication takes place. Okay, that's protocol. I hope it's clear. Components of data communication systems: there are 5 components of data communication systems: message, sender, receiver, transmission medium, and a protocol. I hope it's clear. Can you all just put chat me yes or no if it's clear or not?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Cool. Fine. 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 If there's anyone who's not understood, then let me know. Otherwise, okay. Let's proceed. All right. That's nice. Thank you very much. Okay, this data representation topic, not that important, but still we will do it. But then I want you all to do this topic on your own, but then tomorrow we will have a discussion on this, so I might choose randomly anybody to speak on this topic, data representation. Now when it comes to data, it is either text, numbers, images, audio or video. Correct? Iske alawa aur kuch hai? Is there anything else that we communicate? Anything else? It is always text, numbers, images, audio and video. I'm sure you all must be aware of ASCII code, extended ASCII, Unicodes. These are various patterns on which the bit transmission takes place. Okay. Similarly for numbers also, images, audio and video. So what I want you all to do is just go through this data representation, and tomorrow when we are having a session, right? So tomorrow we will discuss on this. So randomly I'll pick up anyone, and that girl, that student will have to give an explanation on this. Not the entire topic. Maybe text kisi ko bolungi, numbers kisi ko bolungi. So everyone, please make sure that you all are doing this topic from the PDF that has been provided. All right. Okay. Data representation. Fine. Now, see, we've been talking about communication. We've been talking about data. We've been talking about data communication together. All right. Now, let's talk about the direction of data flow. Yani, in which direction the data flows from the sender to the receiver, and in some from receiver back to the sender. Now the first direction of data flow, the first type is simplex. Can you see the GIF file that I have put on the PPT? It says, see, A and B. So there are two machines, two devices, A and B. Okay. In our example of simplex is a type of data flow. इसमें क्या होता है? In simplex, the sender sends the information to the receiver. So A is sending the information to B. That's it. B cannot send it back to A. This is simplex mode of data flow. Simplex mein it is only one direction. Okay, it's only one direction communication from sender to the receiver. The receiver cannot send it back to the sender. So from A, it's going to B. It cannot go back from B to A. That cannot happen. It is only from A to B, A to B, A to B, A to B, always. That is simplex. Now, can you see the diagram there? Antenna say one direction. See, the station transmission is happening to the home television antenna, correct? From the satellite to the home television antenna. So the satellite is sending the information to the home television antenna. Are we giving anything back to the satellite? That's not happening. The channels, whatever content has been, suppose if there is this channel of, let's say, Star Plus. So Star Plus ka jitna bhi information hai, that is coming from the transmitter to our television, right? When we change the channel, that is a communication between you and the television. It's not the communication between the television and the satellite, right? Correct? So this is a simplex mode of transmission where only the station transmitter is sending a signal or maybe the information to the antenna of your television. Okay, this is simplex. Another example would be traditional monitors and traditional keyboards. Pehle keyboards is only when you were only entering the data. It's only used as an input device, correct? Monitors, जो पहले के monitors थे, traditional monitors, they were only used to generate or maybe show the output. But now there is touch, which is taking in the inputs also. That's a different. That's why I mentioned it's a traditional monitors में it used to be simplex data flow, जिसमें processor से output used to be generated and displayed on the monitor. Okay, and keyboard also was an example. Also is an example of simplex, which is only used to input the values. All right. I hope you all have understood the first type, which is simplex. Can we have a quick yes or no on the chat?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, cool. Okay, I hope you all are understanding. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. All right, so this is simplex. Next direction of data flow is half duplex. Now, half duplex, can you see the GIF? From A to B it is going, and then from B to A again. Who's doing that? Someone is just scribbling on the screen. Don't do that. Okay. So half duplex means from the sender to the receiver, then from the receiver to the sender. Now, just below that GIF, I have given one more image, which is an example of half duplex. I hope you all are aware of walkie-talkies. I'm sure you all must have watched all the army movies, Indian Bollywood movies, where they have shown walkie-talkies, where the one army personnel, he speaks and then over and out बोल के दूसरा वाला बोलता है, correct? Can they talk to each other together like a regular telephone? No. In walkie-talkie, what happens is the sender sends the message, then there is a code over and out, which is a code which is understood by the receiver, and then the receiver talks. Okay, that is half duplex. Now, one more example of half duplex would be a one-way street. All right, there is a one-way street just where cars and vehicles travel. Now, it's a very sleek road. Okay, usually I have seen these roads on hill stations. All right, so when there are cars coming from one direction and in opposite direction there's one more car, this car will have to wait till all the cars have moved, and then this car can go, right? Because the thing is very sleek and it is shared, right? Half duplex is one goes, it is reached, and then the other travels. That is half duplex. I hope you all have understood half duplex. half duplex. Now in half duplex, what happens is the entire capacity of the channel. Now can you see the blue arrow link that is connected here? The blue arrow arrows, can you see between the between A and B? This is nothing but the channel, a link which is connecting A and B. Now when see uh, when A is transmitting data to B, the entire capacity of the channel is utilized by A. When B is transmitting data to A, the entire channel capacity is utilized by B. Correct? Yes? This is half duplex. I hope you all have understood. Now यहाँ पे there are two arrows given. This is for your understanding that what is happening. A to B जा रहा है and then B to A आ रहा है. But what I am talking is about channel capacity. Channel capacity matlab, I told you that there is one sleek road and that road has to be utilized by all the vehicles. So when one car is moving from a particular direction to the other direction, the entire road's width is used by that car. Correct? So that is half duplex. That is what it means by half duplex. All right? I hope you all have understood half duplex, simplex, half duplex.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now the third is full duplex. Full duplex में क्या होता है? A and B are communicating, matlab sending and receiving at the same time. So when we are talking over phone to each other, we are sending and we are talking and listening at the same time. This is a two-way communication. Send and receive at the same time. Send and receive at the same time. That's full duplex. Okay. Now y'all must have seen that uh, there are dividers on roads. There are dividers, right? So one lane is used by the cars to go in that direction and the other lane is used by the car to come in this direction. That means one rasta has been divided, correct? And a divider dal ke, see, when you put the divider, it looks as though there are two lanes, correct? Also, there's one more, which is you have a one width ka road and you like mutually after so many years of traveling, mutually the drivers and all have decided that this much width will be used in going and this much width will be used in coming. That is divided channel capacity. All right? All right?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yeah,
yes, ma'am.
understood direction of data flow.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
let's
ma'am.
revise. Yeah. So
Yes,
direction
ma'am.
of data flow. First was simplex, second was half duplex, and third is full duplex.
Full
In
duplex.
simplex, it is only one direction of communication. In half duplex, it is one at a time. So sender will send, receiver will receive, and then only the receiver can send. That is half duplex. Full duplex, it is both way communication. Sender can send and receive at the same time.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now see, I have given two pictorial representation which gives you a consolidated diagram of all the three modes. On the left side, the left diagram, transmission mode, mainframe to monitor. This is a simplex because the direction of data is only in one direction. Then here, workstation to workstation is one at a time, half duplex. And then full duplex is both the directions at a time. Okay, this is, see, half duplex mein na time interval t1 there will be one transmission and time interval t2 there will be another transmission. All right, but here in full duplex it is at the same time. Now see the right side of the image. Simplex only one direction only, half duplex one direction at a time, and full duplex both directions simultaneously. I hope that this is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
All right,
Yes, ma'am.
good.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, our session is going to get over. So what I'll do is, before we start with networks, um, what do I do? Should I call for another meeting ID and password? Then we start with networks, because then it will abruptly end. I don't know, there's just
Okay,
8
ma'am.
minutes remaining. What do I do? I don't know.
Okay, ma'am. It's
Yeah, so we will end this and
actually
I'll
it's
call for
limitless, I
another.
guess.
Sorry?
Ma'am, you can go on with the lecture. Like it doesn't really have time limits.
It doesn't, right? It's showing only
Zoom
7
pay.
Yes,
minutes
ma'am.
left.
Yes, ma'am. Zoom pay. You don't have time limit. It goes on.
No, it's asking me to upgrade. I don't have an upgraded version, no. So I will have to, वरना वो automatically बंद हो जाएगा.
Okay, ma'am. No problem. You can send the another code and
Yeah, I'll just send another
we'll
code.
join it
We'll
again.
finish with networks. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
वापस एक और code भेजना पड़ेगा.